Hello, how are you? That's fine. There was a long break.
Yes.
And then we are here again.
Here we go again.
Huh?
Here we go again.
Yeah. So the weather is still cold.
Yes, it's going to snow again, I guess.
No, I don't think so.
They say like
That is enough.
yes. Actually, it was enough in February, I think.
Yeah, there was a heavy snow there. The other snows after that heavy snow could be how can I say just the kind of picture of snow, not the real snow that cannot stay for a while. It will melt away. Yeah, how you been?
I don't understand the question.
Yeah, how have you been? Means
Okay.
since the last time
Okay.
up to this moment, how has your life been going on?
Actually, it really changed.
It has changed a
It
lot.
has changed.
What kind of changes?
I have started a new job
Really? Where?
in the laboratory.
Laboratory.
Yes.
As a forensic agent like Dexter?
No, unfortunately.
Have you watched Dexter?
Just 3 episodes.
I got it. It's a kind of psychological movie, TV
Yes,
series.
I have heard about it.
Yeah.
I will, if I have enough time, I will go and
Yeah.
watch it.
Most probably you won't have.
Yes. So I started a new job. I have done a lot of things. I get. I upload to exam.
You got ready?
No. I did an exam, or
Yes.
I did an exam.
Yeah,
Never an exam.
there was an examination.
Yes.
Actually, because I took the exam.
Yes, too. I was looking for that.
Mm-hmm.
I took an exam, and there's another one in 1 week. So it was 3 weeks ago. It went well, actually. I got BB, you know, B.
Yes,
I
yes.
got BA or BB. I want BA,
Yeah,
but BB is okay.
yeah,
So I have studied a lot.
yeah.
And then what I have done? I have gone.
Was your university off, closed because
Yes.
due to snow?
But it is for only 2 days. So
Yeah, 2 days and then weekend.
yes, but
So 4 days.
I don't go to school already. Yes, I study at home.
It wasn't a kind of advantage for you.
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, it was an advantage because there were lessons
Mm-hmm.
that will happen. Okay. But so actually it is a disadvantage. Sorry. So for that lessons will show up this week, and this week we have more duty to.
I got it. Even more, harder,
Yes.
harsher,
Yes.
tougher than yesterday. This is what it is.
Yes. You feel like it's advantage, but then it comes.
Of course, I was joking. I mean, why should it be like an advantage? But due to educational imagination, not just system imagination that we have among students here, school students, not university. When there is something going on and the schools are closed, they are really happy. So in other words, it means that schools are like a prison for them. They are not okay. They are not happy there. So this is a problem. That's why I just mentioned that. But generally speaking, no. You are getting behind. Getting behind the actual lessons in the school or university, which is not a good thing. But students do not understand it because there is no purpose. That's why. If there is no purpose, all of those efforts are in vain. Means useless.
In vain.
In vain means
Okay.
useless.
Okay.
Like that. So what else? Just this? I mean, just go to
I went to some concerts.
concerts. Some concerts. Like what?
It was, I don't know if you know or not, John Bono.
John?
Bono.
No, I don't.
Okay.
I know very dominant names only.
What?
I know dominant names.
Dominant?
Much more popular and famous
okay.
faces.
Dominant, okay.
Yeah.
I get it. And one of them was about a jazz concert.
Jazz concert.
Yes. And there were...
like a jazz festival or something?
No, just...
Normally festivals.
Not festival, it was just someone's choreo group.
Choir.
Choir, yes.
Yeah.
And there were a prom. In 14th of March, it is Medicine Day in Turkey.
Really? Just in Turkey?
Yes. Every...
Yes, you're right. I kept receiving a lot of messages, advertisements about that. Yeah. Messages. I don't know how they get my number.
Every country has another day.
Yeah.
Ours is about there were it was what was the war? Did you know it?
World War Second World War?
No,
First?
about Turkey. In 1919.
There was a war? Civil war?
No, Turkey's war.
I don't know.
In 1919, you know.
I don't know.
Kurtuluş War, you know it? Kurtuluş Savaşı.
I heard, yes, I got it.
Okay, at that time, 1990, there were a medical student who is 3rd grade, and he said, we will go to war, and he picked up all the students with him and joined to war.
Yeah.
And that day is the Medicine Day.
Really? Symbolic action, symbolic behavior.
Yes.
I got it.
And we are celebrating it. And there
how do you celebrate it in universities? Just a conference, lecture?
Conferences, and everyone sends messages.
Yeah, okay.
And parties, proms, you know, Congress.
Congresses.
Congresses, yes.
I got it. Yeah, interesting.
What else?
What else? Yeah, I mean, these are the most...
Enough, I mean, that's
Yeah. It's a lot because mostly we are sleeping, and I hate sleeping, but I have to, as a person, as a human. 8 hours are just gone.
Yes, I really hate. If you think like for example, you died at 60 and your 20 year is in bed instead.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's why I sleep just for 4 hours.
Yeah. And even the 60 years are not enough.
Yes, and
then you are narrow it down, like you're limiting it, restricted to 20 years, to 40 years, as you said. I didn't know it, but yeah, 20 years just sleeping.
How many hours?
I don't understand, because the brain and heart, as two dominant organs, are always working non-stop until we die. So these dominant, let's say, commanders are working. What about the soldiers? Why do these soldiers need to rest?
Actually, they don't need brain and body needs it.
Body needs
muscles
it.
And our brain also needs it.
But brain is always active, even when we are dreaming.
But it is more passive.
Passive. Okay. But it is active.
But but for heart and our intestines, our liver, no need to rest.
Yeah.
Because they work automatically.
Yeah.
You don't need to control it. They will go for 80 years for just
non-stop working.
Yes. But for brain, it is ups and downs.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
a lot of confusion.
A lot of interactions there, yeah,
And
happening.
there's a lot of things that we don't even know.
Yeah. Still discovering. Have you watched the film Lucy? Scarlett Johansson or Johansson?
I guess this is that Lucy? There's a little girl.
Do you know Scarlett Johansson?
Yes, I think. But okay, there's big bro and there's like little girl.
No, the professional, Leon the
And
professional.
Leon.
No,
You
that's
are saying
different.
Lucy. Okay.
Lucy.
I don't know.
Definitely watch that. I think you're going to love it.
Okay.
Because it is related and I don't want to spoil it.
Okay.
Lucy, Scarlett Johansson.
Okay. I got it.
Yeah. She acted very well. Of course, the movie is sci-fi, a good sci-fi, of course. Yeah, some parts are exaggerated, mostly, but it was a good exaggeration.
Okay, I got it.
I would say definitely watch it. Other than that, what did you do for your English? How did you, be connected to that?
Actually,
Nothing.
I didn't do anything until yesterday.
Yesterday you were here. You came here. Do you have any classes here?
Yes.
Really? Private classes?
No.
Normal classes?
Normal classes.
Really?
In the weekend.
On the weekend?
Yes.
Your level is B2?
Yes.
Who are your teachers?
I don't know, but we have limited lessons. I don't know.
You finished it?
No, I didn't finish. I have just started.
Okay, who are your teachers? Do you remember?
Milad.
Milad. Okay, teacher Milad. Okay.
And one is with the glasses and he's Turkish. He has glasses and he has white. Yes. And
Okay.
him.
I got it.
I haven't done anything about English, but yesterday I started to study English finally.
What did you do for English, for example?
Actually, normally, the only thing that I do for English is watching videos, TED talks.
Very good. That's cool.
I just at least one video I watch every day. I watch at least one video in each day. Okay. With subtitles, just TED Talks with English subtitles.
Very good.
And I read articles sometimes about scientific articles, and my lessons are sometimes I study my lessons in English, so I work for medical terminology.
Yes.
But for normal English, for example, grammar, I know anything about grammar. I haven't until coming here. I hadn't done anything for 4 years because I only studied in 10th grade, the high school, second high school.
I know.
Okay. And then I quit, and our teachers stopped teaching us English, and I studied for university exam and started university, and I had some other things to do, so I just quit listening, speaking, reading English. And I didn't do anything for 4 years to English, so I decided to start again, and then I come here. So my speaking, my every words is from my 10th grade, from my high school.
So you have a great background, let's say.
Yeah.
That's why.
Not great. Actually.
Great, because the period this is a long period that you have been disconnected from English. That's why, despite the fact, although you have been disconnected from English, you are really good comparing to that.
But I was better. So
obviously.
only thing that I do is recalling my knowledges. So,
That's true. This is what it is. This is
but
what
I need to move on. I need to do more, and I don't feel like I'm making any progress. do you remember? I'm the same, I guess. I speak same before.
You know, this is very complicated. Language, language as a kind of, how to say, like a concept or whatever, is a very complicated thing, complicated issue to explain.
Mm-hmm.
But what do I mean by complicated? It means, it is very deep to talk about it, like hours and hours. First, I always say, if you want to reach something, you have to spare time for it. This is rule number one rule in the whole world. We need to spare time for that specific part of action that we are really in need to achieve it. How? I always say brainstorm. Find yourself an agenda or notebook, whatever, and write down. Say, who am I? Where am I? What am I doing? Maybe you can follow my own principles. I have 3 basic principles in life. What is it? Why? What? Why? How? Understand? What? Why? How? What do I want to do? I want to learn English. Why? A lot of people haven't answered the second question. And they are asking for how. They don't have any reasonable or logical answer for that. Why do you want to learn English? Why do you want to do that? Why do you want to go there? I don't know. If you don't know, don't do it. You are going to fail. Generally speaking. So, why do you want to learn English? Do you have any reasonable ideas right now? Can you share with me?
I have lots of, but as I said, I started yesterday. I started yesterday to study. So there is an opportunity for me to. So I have a really. I have attention deficit, so I was looking.
Yeah. Okay.
What was I talking about?
Why do you want to learn English?
Yesterday, what happened? There is a great opportunity. There is a foundation who sends 4 girls to London free for 1 month to learn English.
Really?
So they will do. I have learned it yesterday, and they are looking for 4 with good level of English, with something extra. They are looking for 4 girls. So I want to be one of them. So,
you can be.
In May there is an interview. So until May I should be really fluent in speaking, and I should repair my grammar mistakes. I always do grammar mistakes. So I started, but except that part, I will go to abroad, go to US for my internship, for my assistance. So I have to learn English. Believe it or not, or what can I say?
There's an obligation for you.
Yes, it is really important for me.
I got it.
But problem is I don't have time to.
Okay, so far so good. Of course, you made some mistakes. I don't recall exactly a lot, but that is okay. I could understand what you said. One of them is I go abroad, not to. I go abroad. Go abroad together. There is no to be between. It's a correction, grammatical correction. I understand. This is really cool to have such reasons, logical reasons in life, in order to do your best to reach it. Cool. Then you have to find how. How can I reach? Before talking about it, I really found, let's say, that foundation's idea a little bit ridiculous. What do you mean just for 1 month to learn English?
Not just learn English. They will already get people who has a great level of English.
Why? What is the reason behind it?
Because it's not just about learning English. It is about traveling. It is about just lessons about culture, but there will be, foreign teachers. So we will travel and also we will have lessons, but lessons are kind of not important one. The important one is traveling. They cite this. Like
This is a new program. I haven't heard of that.
No, this is a small thing. This is a small foundation. They are doing this they have been doing this for 8 years.
I haven't heard of them.
It's so normal because there is just 1,000 people.
I got it. Yes, I have heard Erasmus or some other programs which are really solid programs. At least a term or maybe 2 terms you can go. For 1 month, okay, this is a kind of touristic activity.
Yes.
This is what I can understand.
It is actually, but
a kind of touristic activity and kind of introduction. You go there and see what's going on. How is their system? How is the people? Blah blah blah.
It is for short-term aim. I mentioned about.
Of course.
Because I wanted to go abroad for. I did it spontaneously.
That's okay. You have to make like 20 times mistake for 20 times.
Okay.
Then you can fully overcome that.
Okay, I go abroad for.
Yeah.
I wanted to go abroad and I don't have enough money.
All right. So you need support. You need some capital.
Yes. So this is okay because I wanted to a 1 month traveling. So this is
the best opportunity.
Yes.
You can do it. Why not? If you just calm down and how can I say, be relaxed, I think you can do it. Of course.
And also in 1 year later, I will go. I'm so sure. I am going to go Erasmus, and I will do. At the 4th grade, I'm so sure, I am going to Cleveland Clinic for observation at a hospital. So actually I had 1 and 2 years to complete my English to reach a good level of English, but this makes me go faster.
It's a good incentive, good motivation for you. Okay, these are really cool. At least you know why you have to do something or why you are doing it. The point you are in the 3rd level, which is how you can reach that. I can help you a little bit, but as long as you're not a kid, you're an adult person, you should find out the best alternatives for you, for yourself in your life to reach your goals. What I can tell, not just as a teacher, but as a person who is older than you, is you have, for example, if you ask me, I say, how much time do I have? Yeah. I say people just lie that they don't have time. I don't have time. Everybody has got time, but priorities shape our lives. So priorities are really important in our life. I would say go home, maybe tonight, open your agenda, think. Just write down all of the big, first big, then small, first big. Write down all of the big or biggest, let's say, goals in your life that you might have, or you might have. Today or tomorrow, future. Write them down, create a list of at least 20, they say 10, I say 5.
Actually,
Narrow it down for 5. Okay? Narrow it down to 5. Because we have limited lifespan, we can maybe, I think we can only reach the first 5 goals, maybe, if we have a kind of hardworking potential. Understand? Maybe we can reach those 5 goals in life because we have limited time. Just cross them out, narrow it down to 5. And it can be anything. It can be ridiculous, it can be realistic or unrealistic. Just cross them out, just keep 5 of them. And tell me whether learning English or something which is related to English is in one of your priorities.
It's probably this in 5 of them.
That is amazing. If so, you are very motivated to do and reach your goals.
Yes.
Otherwise, I always say, normally people sugarcoat things. Do you know this expression?
No, I've heard it, but...
Sugarcoat means make something look very sweetie and positive and beautiful.
Optimism?
Related. I mean, as a kind of realist person, I need to just tell the truth. I can sugarcoat, but I don't normally. I don't. Because sugarcoating for me is kind of lie. It's kind of dishonesty. Understand? So I tell the truth. Why should I? I cannot, actually. I won't sugarcoat. So focus on those things and most probably you will reach your goals, but you have to say how, right? That was the first step. Second step is be specific about your goal. Today, let's say you're talking about English and how you can improve it, blah blah blah. That is a huge door, not this one, a really big door to enter.
Yes.
Very briefly, I mean the process of learning anything, specifically a new language, is not totally, kind of mystery, even for linguists. They're just creating some theories about it. Yeah, mostly the theories are making sense, but they have some problems and we cannot generalize people. People have different mentality, different potential. We cannot generalize people, true? So, you should find it. You should find out, for example, how do you learn? How do you learn fast and better and fast actually? What are your problems? How can you improve it? And. Very, very deep topic. I mean, general topic, but very deep. Other than that, you said, for example, I don't feel that I'm improving. I mean, in that case, I can answer the question by asking a question. I mean, what is improvement for you? What does it mean for you?
For example, fluency in speaking.
You are fluent enough in speaking comparing to other students.
I actually hate
It is not. For example, if you ask me, so you want to be much more fluent than this.
Yes, actually my problem is I am making mistakes while speaking.
True. Possible, I mean.
So I am actually kind of maybe fluent, but I want to be fluent without making mistakes.
Oh my God.
Okay.
You're asking a lot of things.
Or maybe just realize while speaking and maybe just shut up and think, no, not like that, and correct, do the correct one.
Let me help you a little bit. You know, this is a kind of secret that I normally do not share.
I'm so lucky.
No, yeah. You know, the secret is, as a teacher, okay, our jobs is a little bit complicated and difficult than a normal non-native speaker. You say why? Because if, let's say, you're a non-native English speaker and your English is excellent, let's say, but you are not a teacher, you are just a communicator. You just use English to communicate, true? In that case, even you make mistakes, that is okay. Because you're not a teacher and you don't have any responsibility for your mistakes, true? But when it comes to teachers, specifically grammatical mistakes are not forgivable.
They are red flags.
Yeah. So as a teacher, you have to be very careful about grammar mistakes, pronunciation mistakes, idioms, phrasal verbs, this, that, a lot of elements. As a non-native, even native. Everybody should be totally focused on that because teachers are responsible for that. So, here, this is what I have learned so far, and I think I am on the right track. By default, naturally, native speakers, before talking about it, let me explain these two terms, then I can talk, because you don't know maybe. We have fluency, we have accuracy. Do you know any ideas about them?
Accuracy is about being right,
and
accuracy is about being fast and natural.
Very good. Amazing. You're amazing. True. So accuracy means how accurate you are while doing something. Fluent means how fluent, like without a lot of hesitations.
Yes.
These are hesitations. Gaps. Some of them are okay, but too much of them is not okay.
Yes.
Even because some questions are difficult, you need time to think about the questions, and instead of, continuing the conversation, you don't want to stop. You say, So these actually are the continuation of your sentences. You don't want to stop. That's why. Right? As a native speaker, for example, Turkish. If there's a really tough question right now comes in, which you need time, you definitely
Yes, of course.
definitely will be hesitations. But general questions, no hesitations. For example, what is your name? Okay. What do you do? Blah blah. So these are very easy questions. You don't need a lot of time actually to think about it. But let's talk about capitalism, or I don't know, some tough topics. You definitely need time to think about it. So this is fluency, and the fluency itself is there's a huge misconception among people. Misconception means something that you believe it is true, but in reality it is not.
Okay.
Let me clarify that to make it easier.
Okay.
Do you remember the beginning of the outbreak? Corona. There were a lot of misconception. Oh my God! Don't touch each other.
Okay.
Blah blah blah. But no, if you wash, it will go away. For example, I said there are a lot of things. This is a kind of misconception. Yeah, there's a huge misconception about fluency among people, specifically students. As even you said that to be fast is not fluent actually. It is not. Yeah, because we need to define the meaning of fluency. Fluency means to maintain the speech with a fixed speed. Did I make myself clear? To maintain the speaking with a fixed speed.
Okay, you mean
Rhythm.
Okay.
When it comes to speaking, we have intonation, we have rhythm, like rhythm and intonation. Two dominant things for speaking like a native speaker. If you wanna be like a native speaker, you should improve your intonation.
I don't know.
I will explain intonation and rhythm. These are really important in fluency. Imagine yourself as an adult native Turkish speaker. True?
Yes.
When you speak, you have a fixed speed. True?
Mm-hmm.
So you follow that speed. You don't go up very fast or go down very slow. You maintain that speed and you are fluent. Some people, by default, naturally, they are fast speakers. They're fast, fast. So they speak their languages very fast.
I am actually a fast speaker in Turkish, so that's why I think I'm not fluent in English.
Okay, in that case, I am here to tell you that you cannot speak faster than your mother language. That is the maximum speed that you can achieve.
But even though it's really high.
It is high, yeah. I mean,
No, it is really
when you
fast.
speak Turkish,
Yes, it is really fast.
really fast.
So this one is kind of turtle,
All right, but this is quite enough, so to speak. Anyway,
Okay.
this is one of the factors in fluency, that you have to have a good rhythm when you speak, like music. I mean, language is like a music, and music is art. Art is everything. Life, art is life. Life is art. So we love art. What a sentence. Now, we need to follow that music, a good music that everybody would want to listen to. True? Which means that if you want to speak, you need to have a rhythm. You have to maintain that speed. I don't want to explain more. You have to maintain that speed to make it natural. This is rhythm. Another part of fluency is intonation. Intonation means feelings. Sometimes your voice automatically goes up. Sometimes your voice goes down.
Like emphasize some words.
True. For example, let's say when you are surprised, when you ask question, your voice automatically rises.
Yes.
Understand? For example, hi, how are you doing today? Today,
Yes.
This is a kind of question that I am asking, for example. And also, when you're surprised, when you're afraid, when you're happy, your voice automatically goes up. For example, how are you? Oh, I am really good. Thanks for asking. Your voice goes up. You cannot be, oh, I am really good. Not possible, It is not possible. When you're unhappy, your voice goes down. So these are good intonation. And one of the best ways to achieve that intonation is imitation. How to imitate? You don't need to go to America today because of technology and platforms. YouTube videos, TED Talks, interviews, I would say. Real American actors, actresses interviews on late night shows or different things on YouTube are very popular. Watch them, and you can see that there is a lady. Sometimes she comes here. She sits over there. She is a very introverted person, a teenager, I think. She never talks if you don't ask her something. When she I thought that she was American. Beautiful intonation. Really beautiful. I said, how? I said, you are watching YouTube like a lot. She said, definitely. I watch a lot. And I was kind of surprised. A great imitator she is, let's say. So it is possible. That was a live example of that. So put them together, master these things, you are becoming a fluent speaker. Do you understand something?
Yes.
Plus, accuracy. If you want to be accurate, in other words, if you want to be a perfectionist, perfectionism, definitely, whatever you are doing, it slows down your speed. It is true. If you want to... there is no answer. It definitely slows down your speed, unfortunately. Why? Because you want to make sure there isn't any, at least simple or deadly mistakes maybe in your sentences. So you have to be totally careful. If you want to be totally careful, what should you do? You should think about everything. If you think about everything, what happens? You are losing time.
Yes.
This is law of physics.
But I don't
let me finish.
Okay.
This is accuracy. You know it.
Yes.
Now, this is what I wanted to say, then I entered that. Native speakers by default, do you remember what I said?
Yes.
Native speakers by default, native speakers of any language, not just English, by default, this is my secret, have fluency and accuracy at the same time. Native speakers have fluency and accuracy at the same time. Yes, do they make mistakes? Yes, they make. But that is okay. Making mistakes is okay. What is not okay? What is not okay? Making mistakes but not being aware of your mistakes. This is problem. Okay? I'm 100% sure as a Turkish person, when you speak Turkish, sometimes you make mistakes, but you easily correct yourself. That is okay. This is self-correction, which is totally okay and natural. Because we are not computers programs to be totally flawless. We make mistakes. So, native speakers also make mistakes. This is unavoidable. Even teachers and everybody, no problem. But overall, I can say by default again, they are fluent and accurate at the same time. How? This is a mystery. I don't know. I mean, there are a lot of theories behind it, blah, blah, blah. Everybody says something. But I think exposure could be the answer for that. Do you know exposure?
Yes.
Being exposed to that.
Doing everything and listening everything, for example, in English.
Yes. For example, let's say this guy is an American person, he or she, like 20, 25 years old, young person. So he or she has been living in America, among Americans, let's say, for 20, 25 years. 25 years. I mean, living among them, talking to them, communicating with them, reading books in English, listening in American English. I mean, everything is English, nothing else. So what happens? They are, of course, fluent and accurate at the same time. But here, the final point that I have to go to the class, the final point is, my suggestion to you is you can choose one of them, not both of them. Choose one of them to be fluent or to be accurate. It is a matter of preference, I would say. What does it mean? It means just, be straight with yourself and see which one really satisfies you. Do you want to speak fast, as you said? Fast, no problem, I don't care. Speak fast, but make mistakes. Is it okay for you? Does that satisfy you? Or no, you want to speak in a way that nobody can find out any mistakes from you?
Yes, this is...
Okay, possible. In that case, my suggestion is go for the accuracy. Forget about fluency. Doing them together is a huge challenge for non-native speakers. I have been dealing with English actually since I was 11 years old. I was a kid. I am still dealing with it. Maybe you don't believe it. I am still learning. And there is a lot of things that I have to learn. After so many years. I studied English. I teach English. I have a lot of projects in English. I have been teaching English for any kind of person that you can imagine. For kids, for middle age, for businessmen, businesswomen, everybody. You cannot imagine. I'm still learning. Why? Because as a teacher, I have to improve both of them to be fluent and at the same time accurate, which is really challenging. Really challenging. So what is my technique? Another secret. Slow down your speed. Slow down your speed. Not very, very slow, but normal. How do I speak? Am I normal or am I fast? Am I slow?
Normal.
That is true, of course.
Yeah.
I try to be normal. This is my preference, and I have to be normal. I have to be normal. Teachers or those people, public speakers, politicians, again, they are public. Teachers are, teachers, public speakers, politicians. All of them are public speakers. I speak to the public. Okay? So what happens? They should be very clear. They should be very clear, in my opinion, word by word. So speed, you slow down the speed, you guarantee the fluency. While your fluency is guaranteed, you focus on accuracy. Don't forget that. This is my secret.
Okay, thank you so much.
Really, really. I mean, taking both of them to the maximum point, I would say for now is impossible.
Okay.
Or, as I mentioned, I'm repeating myself, choose one of them and stick to it, improve it to the maximum point. It is possible.
It is, yes, okay.
Reasonable.
Really good
I hope.
advice.
I hope. It is up to you. Which one satisfies you? You say, no, I want both. I want both. It means you have to spend days and... No. Days and nights. Again, slow down your speed. Practice a lot. Continue watching TED Talks. They are amazing. Really amazing. Continue watching YouTube interviews. Also, they are amazing because they are realistic. They are real. Okay? With subtitles.
I will say with subtitles.
With subtitles, definitely. I am still using subtitle.
Okay.
Because I am not competing against anybody. Even I am not competing against myself. The point is repetition. Why you are watching it? 2 reasons. Number 1, to enjoy. Number 2, to improve your English.
Yeah.
You are going to enjoy it. Okay. Number 2, sorry. If you want to improve your English, it should be systematic. You should see it. Because reading, writing, listening, speaking, 4 skills, that's another topic. 4 skills are intermingled with each other. You cannot separate them. How can I separate my heart? I say, no, my brain is enough. I don't need my heart. Is it possible?
But sometimes I feel like if I listen someone in English without subtitles, sometimes I can't understand what he says. So the exact words, you know. So sometimes I feel like without subtitles is more okay because that is partially right. You are partially right. But of course, there are some other techniques that hopefully I will share with you later. I am really late now. Okay, good to see you here again. Take care of yourself. See you next time. Thank you so much for your
my pleasure.